Hey, I got a question for you. How much would you pay for a former Cy Young Award winner? How about 3? Former Dodger ace Trevor Bauer, one of Major League's best pitchers, and just a few years ago was on a 3-year deal for $100 million, is now begging for work. Hi, everybody. After further review, it's Jim Watson, it's Pete Weitzner, and our producer, Tom Catley. So, Pete, I knew you'd love this story because you were a Bauer fan back in the day, and let's get people caught up. So, he was the Dodgers ace. He was one of the best pitchers in baseball. He'd won the Cy Young. He had a $100 million contract, and then his career gets derailed by accusations of sexual assault by 4 different women. So Major League Baseball, of course, overreacts right away. Believe all women. It was those days. They give him a 194-game suspension, which is more than a year. It was a weird number. They give him basically a year and a half suspension. But Bauer never faced any criminal charges, and to this day he continues. He continues to deny that he broke any laws, and he's never paid out any money to any of these people. So Bauer has been trying to work his way back into baseball through the backwaters. He was in Japan, he was in Mexico. Now he's playing in the minors in Long Island for the Ducks. And here's what he's saying. This is his offer, and he's been pitching really well. He just threw a no-hitter. I get it was the minor leagues, but that's what he's pitching in. He threw a no-hit. So he's still got some good stuff. But this is his offer. He will sign a contract with any big league club for $0. They can put him in the minors. He says he'll start in low A, which is only thing below that is rookie ball. And he said, I'll work my way up to the club. And here's his quote. You're the owner of a major league team. I'll sign a minor league contract for $0, start at the lowest level. If I suck, you cut me, and it costs you nothing. There's no risk to the big league club. Do you agree with that? You think he has any chance?
He has 0 chance. Jim, we live in a woke world. Baseball, football. The guy's, in addition to the background on him, his story that you outlined, it's well known he's MAGA, he's conservative. That undercuts him. He's pitched, he still has the goods. He's 34. Like you said, he's pitched well overseas. Is he edgy? He's not, like you said, he's never been arrested. Yes, of course, it was consensual, rough sex. The pictures are hard to look at, but can I go through the lit and let's go with the Dodgers? Urias? Wasn't Urias charged like twice? And that guy got like 80 games, right? And I mean, there's so many. This
Yasiel Puig was there, right?
Yasiel Puig. Oh, we could go. So this guy has just been. He's tough to love. He's never been like. You look at his quotes. He's like, I'll never be, in love with a woman. He's intentionally, and we've talked about this, you and me. I think that you probably. I think you've interviewed him. You know him a little bit, right? From your days. He tries to have an edge. He tries to. This guy's fucked up.
But standing on a major league mound, you got to have some edge to you, right? Randy Johnson was not a nice guy to deal with either. You kind of have to have that heavyweight champion thing about you where you're invincible. So once the mantle is off, then you're exposed, and you're not the same guy anymore. You got to go out there thinking you're king of the world on that bump. So, a lot of that is profile.
Right. All these people, and this guy has been to give him 300, it's obviously it's because of his politics, and he's been totally wrong. I got a great little story for real quick. So I'm at a tavern, shock. I'm talking to a guy. He's a lineman. He's like the Wichita lineman. But he's telling me his story, and he was a pitcher at UCLA. But Trevor Bauer pitched college ball. And it had just gone down. It was like 2021. I go, tell me, what was Bauer like as a teammate? And he looks at me. It's a great line. He goes, he's a scientist. He goes, this guy, if you ever watch Trevor Bauer in interviews or watch him on this pitch about taking him, this is super bright. He's an interesting guy. How did the Angels, who have nothing going from Artie Moreno, who is conservative, take a chance on this guy? What do you guys, they're gonna code red or code pink's gonna they can't do fun. They're not gonna come into Orange County. Take a shot on this guy. He goes, he's a scientist. This guy is very intelligent. He doesn't have the greatest stuff in the world, but he figured out how to pitch. I'm a Bauer fan. He's not fuzzy and lovable. He deserves a shot, but Jimmy's not going to get it.
Nope. And if he's not lovable and he's edgy and abrasive and all, he's got to play in Philadelphia. That would up there. But look, all these owners, they know what's coming. It doesn't happen in the minors, but as soon as he makes a big league club, there'll be picketers out in front. All of a sudden, they got to deal with all that. So Bauer still has the goods. You're right. He's never going to get it. It's not going to happen because you know what he is now? He's become baseball's Colin Kaepernick. That's who he is, right? Still says he can play. Will play anywhere for any amount of money, and nobody's going to do it. The collusion is in. Everybody's made the phone call. Nobody's going to touch him, and he's just going to fade away in the minor leagues. He might be one of those guys that's still pitching in the Carolina League when he's 53, trying to cash checks. But he's still got to have some of that $100 million left. But it's just too bad. You know, he's pitching. He's pitched he's paid his penance. He apologized for everything that happened, even though, again, never charged with a crime, never arrested, and
collect his money.
And at least one of the women set him up.
$800,000.
Right. She was taking pictures in the morning while he was still asleep, texting her friend, and they kind of cooked up this, hey, let's do it. Let's get some money out of this guy. And she got nailed for it. And she ended up having to pay his lawyer fees. And he walked away from that one. But the damage had been done because, as you and I know, you can't unring a bell. And that's who he is now. And no major league owner will do it. They're not going to bring him up. He's 34, so you get maybe 2-3 years out of him anyway. You just think somebody in a pennant race, a couple of guys blow their arms out. You need somebody. This guy could come. Would you do it? Nope. You're not going to do it. They're never going to let it happen. This guy's done. It's just too bad. Unfortunately, his last start was June 28th, 2021. And his closing pitch, it's just like every salesman, is, what do you have to lose? Well, in this case, you're going to lose the games because he's not coming up. Not going to happen, Trevor. Sorry.
Yeah, because the Dodgers have nothing but angels. Manny Ramirez, nothing. Please. Yasiel Peak. Please.